Everyone is born.
But not everyone is the same.
Some will be butchers.
Or bakers.
Or candlestick makers.
Every human is unique.
For better or worse.
That's right, sir. 155 cars.
Harry!
Sorry, hang on.
She's reading a book. That's the number for a 5-year-old.
Listen, Mum. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
She keeps telling us stories, Harry. It's not for girls to be thinking.
I'll call you back.
Finally, some alone time. I'm off to clean my room.
I'm going to make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. Your genius husband is going to sell 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
That's not fair, Daddy.
Fair? This is your fault of your stupid book and reading.
But I didn't do anything.
Oh, well, you're off to school in a few days. I met your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. I told her all about your smarty pants ideas. Big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics throwing the hammer. Imagine what she'll do to a squeaky bookworm like you. In business, good hair means a good brain. Now the secret to my success is...
Secret?
Oh yes, a Violet's hair tonic for men. That's for bananas right there. A man in business gets noticed when he looks like this.
Harry, your hair, it's green.
Oh my word, it is green.
What on earth you did that for?
Maybe you saw my mummy's pool worktop by mistake.
I have my big deal today. What am I going to do?
You can pretend you're an elf.
You fool! The girl's mad. Come on, back you go to that library. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Matilda, good to see you, and nice to see you back in front of your library.
My mum wanted me to stay with her. My dad too. They love having me around, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have such a clever girl. And any stories today?
Of course. Once upon a time,
Good morning, children. My name is Mr. Honey. Now, do any of you know your times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8,
Very good, Matilda.
14 times 2 is 28, 15 times 2 is 30.
Good heavens, how far can you go?
I'm not sure.
Do you think you can tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Yes, that's correct. Now this is much harder. 2 times 487. Take your time.
974.
I'm amazed. Fantastic, Matilda. What about reading?
Is your favorite tomato?
Oh, tomorrow.
No.
I can read. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I've read a whole book actually.
By yourself, Matilda.
Oh yes, just a few. Mary Poppins, Oliver Twist, The Secret Garden, The Lord of the Rings.
We know the alphabet. Oh yeah, we know the alphabet.
Lots of letters everywhere you go. How many letters do we all know? 26 letters for you to use. So which ones will you choose?
We got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
is there for you.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. We love the alphabet. Oh yeah, we love the alphabet. The alphabet makes you move, move, move. Everybody dance, dance, dance to the groove. I said the alphabet makes you move, move, move. Everybody dance to the groove. Come on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. The alphabet!
Enter! Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. In my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood, and...
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for that brat.
Oh no, headmistress, Matilda is a genius.
Nonsense.
She knows all her times tables, and she can read.
So can I.
In my opinion, Matilda could be moved up with the 11-year-olds.
Don't be ridiculous. Trying to fob her off to another teacher because you don't want to teach the brat.
Oh no, headmistress, that simply isn't the case. I believe Matilda could attend college in just a few years.
She is a shrimp. An unhatched tadpole. That is all. Leave?
Matilda, those who play on your brain, do you eat cake?
Matilda, do you eat carrots?
Cake!
Bud!
San Francisco. I just love to read. I've learned so many things from reading.
Hide me! Someone put her eyes. Oh no.
Oh.
Someone put ketchup on her chair and said I did it, but I did not. She after me.
That's not fair.
You're going to end up in a chokey.
What's a chokey?
It is 10 inches wide, filled with broken glass and nails on the door. I stayed in there a whole day once.
How awful. She's evil.
Silence! All of you, shut it. My idea of a perfect school is one in which there are no children at all. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Honey?
I just love the children, Miss Trunchbull.
Can you spell?
Mr. Honey taught us how to spell non-words today. We can spell
Difficulty!
You couldn't spell difficulty if your life depended on it.
Well, actually, Miss Trunchbull, he taught us with a poem, actually.
How sweet, with a poem. And what poem would that be?
Mrs. D, Mrs. I, Mrs. F, I, Mrs. C, Mrs. U, Mrs. M, T, Y.
Why are all these women married? Mrs. D, Mrs. I. You're supposed to be teaching them spelling. Get out of my sight. Now!
again and add it to tomorrow.
The ending will be worth the wait. I promise. Goodbye, Mr. Phelps.
I want something just like this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I want something just like this. Do 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 do. I want something just like this.
Sit! Bruce Bog Trotter. Would little Brucey come up here, please? This boy, Bruce Bog Trotter, is none other than a vicious thief. You're a disgusting criminal, aren't you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Cake. Chocolate cake. You slithered like a serpent into the school kitchen and ate my personal cake! Do you deny it?
Well, it's hard to remember a specific cake.
This one was mine. And it was the most scrumptious cake in the entire world.
My mum's is better.
It is it? How can you be so sure unless you have another piece? Sit down, Bog! Smells chocolatey, eh? Now, eat it.
I don't want any, thank you.
Eat it!
Something's up.
It's poisoned.
You look like you enjoyed that, Brucey.
Yes, madam.
You must have some more.
Yes, I got some food.
But you hurt Cook's feelings. Oh, Cookie! He made this cake just for you. His sweat and blood went into this cake, and you will not leave until you have consumed the entire confection.
It's the tie cake. I will see you at lunch.
Thank you, Cookie. Now, eat it. Give up.
You can do it, Brucey.
You can do it, Bruce.
Go, Bruce!
You did it, Brucey.
Shut it! The entire assembly will stay 5 hours after school and copy from the dictionary. Any children who object will go straight to the chokey together!
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know, you can say it backwards, which is so cordial, exit silly, garfully, creepus.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick out those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in an order which is very hard to spell.
Now remember, don't speak unless you are spoken to. Don't laugh, don't smile.
Don't breathe at all.
Good morning, Miss Trunchbull.
Sir?
Amanda Thripp.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
What are those?
What, miss?
Hanging down by your ears.
You mean my pigtails?
Are you a pig, Amanda?
No, miss.
Do I allow pigs in my school?
My mummy thinks they are sweet.
Your mummy is a twit!
You're also miss.
Spit it out! I like a joke as well as the next fat person. There's a snake! There's a snake! Why are you trying to poison me? Who? You! Stand up, you villain sack of goat slime!
No, Miss Trunchbull. I thought you'd like to know. It's not a snake. It's a newt.
How dare you? Did you act alone?
I didn't do it.
Even if you didn't do it, I'm going to punish you because I'm small and you're big. And I'm right and you're wrong. And there's nothing you can do about it.
How could she have done it when she was sitting way over there?
I'll be watching you, each and every one, and especially you.
Mr. Honey,
Yes, Matilda?
I did it.
Did what?
I made you jump it over.
Oh, Matilda, don't let Miss Trunchbull make you feel that way. It was an accident.
I did it with my eyes. Watch, I'll prove it to you.
It's wonderful you feel so powerful.
Tip over, tip over.
It's all right, Matilda.
I really did do it. Mr. Honey, are you poor?
Yes. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but I was very unhappy. I found a small cottage and rented it from a farmer for £50 a month.
But what happened to your house?
My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name, and he called me his little bumblebee. My aunt became my guardian. She was a cruel and horrible woman. She even gave me a document to say my father had given her his entire house and money.
Is your aunt Miss Trunchbull?
Yes, Matilda. Years of being bullied by that woman made me pathetic and trapped.
We're going to get your house back, I promise.
Run now, quickly! I am here to teach you all a lesson.
This school of late has started wreaking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking! Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odour of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. And you may bet your breeches this headmistress finds this foul odoriferousness wholly olfactorily insulting. And so to stop the stench's spread, I find a session of phys-ed, sorts the merely rank from the revolting. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and phys-ed will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of phys-ed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of mutiny in action. Before a weed becomes too big and greedy, you really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2. Before the worm starts to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud. The whiff of insurgence, the stench of intent, the reek of prepubescent protest, the funk of defiance, the odor of coup, the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be too pooped for dreaming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline, discipline for children who aren't listening, for midgets who are fidgeting and whispering in history. They're chattering and chittering, they're nattering, and twittering is tempered with a smattering of discipline. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this anarchistic mischieving. These minutes you are frittering on pandering and pitying, while little uns like this, they just want discipline. The simpering and whimpering, the dribbling and the spittling, the miss, I need a tissue, it's an issue we can fix. There is no mystery to mastering the art of classroom mistressing, it's discipline, discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of prepubescent plotting, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Imagine a world with no children. Close your eyes and just dream. Imagine, come on, try it, the peace and the quiet, a bubbling stream. Now imagine a woods with a cottage, and inside that cottage we find a dwarf called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold paper hats with his mind. And he says, don't let them steal your horses, no, let them throw them away. No! If you find your way through, they'll be waiting for you, singing. Nay, nay.
She's mad.
Aha! And there, just like I said, the stinky maggot rears his head. Even the squittiest, piteous mess can harbor seeds of stinkiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever smelled anything worse than that smell of rebellion? The stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the prayer for resistance, the pang of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has washed this sickening stench away.
Sometimes in life, horrible and unexplainable things happen. Form 2 lines, quickly! Run, 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 don't keep me waiting!
Headmistress, may I?
No, you may not. A child came to my house. I don't know when, and I don't know why. So who was wearing a pretty red hair ribbon yesterday and isn't wearing one today? Who does this disgusting ribbon belong to?
Miss Trunchbull, I was at your house yesterday. It was me.
I've broken your arm before, Jeremy, and I'll do it again.
I'm not 6 years old anymore, I'm Trunchbull.
Shut your holes.
They're children. Look, they're children. Really?
Agatha, this is Magnus.
Give my little bumblebee his house and money. Then get out of town. If you don't, I will get you. I will get you like you got me.
That is not a promise.
So there you have it, Miss Trunchbull was never seen again.
The cherry was immediately destroyed, and a new headmaster took over.
His name was
Mr. Honey.
It was the best school in the land.
Matilda was never able to move into her right again.
Matilda said it was because she was no longer able to move things with her eyes again.
The Walnuts had to flee the country due to a shady deal.
So, Miss Honey adopted Matilda.
Not all stories have a happy ending, but this one turned out
All right.